Hey, what's up YouTube? It's ICU, and today, while we eagerly await the release of both the first public usable and stable iOS 10 jailbreak, as well as the next firmware being iOS 10.2.1, and hopefully Pangu's first jailbreak as well, I wanted to share a really awesome application with you guys for both iOS as well as for your computer, either Mac or a Windows-based PC. It's a Plex and Kodi alternative for your non-jailbroken devices as well as your computers that essentially allows you to stream media that would otherwise be stored exclusively on your computer or media server to your device. So it offers some pretty cool features. I've talked about it before. I'll actually have that video linked down below in the description because said video is more focused on the mobile component of it. And in fact, I'm also going to have direct links to it as well. It should be the first link in the description. You don't even have to expand it. It should just be right there, and you will be able to immediately download Unity for your desktop and iOS devices. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with the concept of a media server, which is essentially what Plex and Kodi actually are, the latter, of course, also does provide some additional functionality that a lot of people search for, but this is just accessing your own content and not other channels or other people's servers. Let me walk you through it really quick though. Basically, what you're able to do is stream content that's stored on your computer directly to your device, as I mentioned previously, but it actually goes a little bit beyond that with Unity. So you can also view pictures or even listen to songs, such as your iTunes library, straight from your device without actually having to take up storage space or utilizing any sort of a cloud-based service that is limited by its own storage space and capacity. So some pretty great stuff. Of course, the best thing, and probably what most of you are looking to do with it, is to actually stream movies to your device without taking up internal storage space. Basically, let me walk you through this setup. First of all, you're going to need to download Unity on your computer no matter what. It will be linked in your cards right now, as well as the first link below. Next, you're going to have to download Unity on your device or on the other computer that you actually want to access the content on what we'll call the media server. So the next card on your screens right now will also be to the iOS app. However, if you're just clicking through the description, the first link will provide both the media server as well as the client version, either for your mobile device or for your secondary computer. Now, once you have it actually downloaded on your source computer, meaning the one that actually has the content that you want to stream to a secondary one or to an iOS device, all you have to do is actually mount the DMG file if you are on a Mac like I am, or just install the executable if you are on Windows. Very easy. It actually walks you through the entire process, and then you just need to sign in. You can either create an account just at getunity.com, which of course you should have already visited through the download link listed below, or you can sign in through your Google account or Facebook account. Really, it's super easy stuff, but essentially you just sign in. This is how you're going to access your content cross-device and cross-platform. Once you do that, it will immediately begin indexing your files, and in fact, you can specifically point Unity to only index certain folders and or files, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that in just a second. But after it actually scans, you're pretty much good to go. Then you just have to log in on your clients. So over here on my iPhone, I'm just going to launch up the Unity application. I've already signed in, so I am good to go using the exact same account, of course. And then we can just go to the movies section, and you can see here that it's already indexed a number of my movies, and they are good to actually watch. In fact, this was the last one that we highlighted during our previous overview of Unity back before it received all of these updates, primarily the one that we're going to focus on today, the desktop client. And that brings up another point, guys. The creators of Unity are constantly improving it and adding new features to both the mobile and desktop applications and clients. But let's go ahead and tap on resume playing just to give you guys a super quick example of how fast and seamless Unity actually works. You can see here that again, it starts playing from the beginning. We can go ahead and skip to the middle though, and then let's just press play, and it should pick up right where we actually set the playhead to. So some pretty awesome stuff. We're actually just going to tap on the X out of that and then also tap on back, because I wanted to go ahead and switch over to the computer side of things really quick. See, Unity only takes a few minutes to set up. I just wanted to show you how easy it is to actually get your content playing once you have it installed on both your source So the one that's essentially considered your computer as well as your client, in this case, our iOS device. But we also have a client on the computer as well. See, when I launch up Unity here, it has a very similar interface. In fact, this interface is very cool because it's so simple and easy. You basically have your main categories broken down here over on the left-hand side. You of course have music on the top, followed by videos, and then photos, and finally files. Over on the top right, you can see that you do have your devices, and you also have settings over on the top left when you go ahead and tap on those three bars right there. And inside of settings, you can do things such as actually specify specific sources, which I told you guys I was going to actually elaborate on in just a second. So let's get into that right now. We're going to click on settings, and over on the top, you need to ensure that you are on sources. So clicking over on sources, you can see here that we can highlight specific sources that we actually want content to be indexed through Unity that we can then access on our client, whether it be our iOS device or a secondary computer that we happen to have. So we can add different local files or libraries that it automatically picks out. You can see here that we can add things from Apple Photos or iPhotos, as it was previously called. So you can automatically index your photos. For instance, if you do not have enough storage space to actually have iCloud library turned on, then you can access them through Unity. Really cool stuff. All you have to do is just tick this off on your Mac. That essentially is considered your server, and then it is accessible on your iOS device. Then when you go inside of the photos section here, you will be able to access your photos that way without essentially having to take up iCloud storage space. Really great. And I actually have another server. It's my Hackintosh that I actually use as my primary media server. And you'll notice here that for my sources, I have a completely different volume indexed. You can do that. It's incredibly easy. All you have to do is just click on it, and then you will be able to browse that way. You can see the destinations or the drives over on the left-hand side, and then the file path up at the top. So if I wanted to, all I have to do is just click on Plex, for instance, and then click on open if I wanted to convert my Plex library to be usable through Unity, or you can just remove it like so, but I'm going to go ahead and add it back in. So all I have to do is just click on Plex followed by open. Now it should take a second to actually index and become available, but that's what I was actually streaming that video from previously, was my Hackintosh, which is set up to fully utilize Unity. Now that we've gone over the sources and how to specify specific files that you want indexed, let me show you what the desktop version looks like, because again, that's what's new. That's what we're going to focus on right now, and that's also obtainable via the first link down below in the description. As I mentioned, you also have your exact same categories over on the left-hand side. Let's just go into the videos section, followed by movies, and then we're going to play Sleepy Hollow. You can see here that we do get a very similar interface to what we have on iOS, and we can actually drag our playhead to the middle right here, and it will pick up playing just as it was previously on our iOS devices. Again, the exact same way. It's a really cool and great streamlined interface to actually play your content, just if you utilize it on your specific source computer itself. Some people, I'm sure, would actually prefer using this in lieu of iTunes, and you can definitely do that. But the extra bonus here is that you do immediately have access to your content on other devices as well, provided they are on the same Wi-Fi network, and or you do upgrade to the premium option inside of Unity. And on that topic, there's a quick promo code you can use down below in the description to save money as well. But even Unity at its core is absolutely fantastic, and it does provide a really great alternative to being able to stream your media content on your device without the need of something like Kodi or Plex. I hope you guys did enjoy this video and you found it useful. Remember, stay tuned for more videos similar to this one, as well as everything you need to know related to iOS and jailbreaking. Of course, click that subscribe button below next to my channel name if you have yet to, and then just like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter for even more frequent updates. Remember, if you guys want the video that's more focused on the mobile version of Unity, then down below in the description, you will also find that. It should be the second link listed below, right beneath the download for Unity cross-platform. And until next time, this is ICU signing out.